Hey guys, this is Zach from Say What Zach here. We are doing another NHL injury update. Today we're looking at, or this video, we are looking at the Central Division. So, did the Pacific in the last video, doing the Central this time. So after this, the East, the West is done. Then we'll jump into the East. Got the Chicago Blackhawks hat on and the Winnipeg Jets because these two teams are suffering the most from their injuries as of right now. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So, first off, you got Chicago with Brendan Saad. He's on the IR as of December 19th with an ankle injury. He's missed 5 games. So, again, big loss for them. One of their younger, or one of their more... So, they traded Panarin for him. I think it was one of the worst moves that Chicago's made since Stan Bowman took over. Not one of my favorite moves. He hasn't been as good as they thought he was going to be. In my opinion, he should have been better, but... he's still lost. He's still someone that was producing a little bit with Jonathan Toews. Now he's gone. Andrew Shaw, IR since November 30th. Concussion. He's missed 15 games. Andrew Shaw, again, big power forward. Likes to hit, causes ruckus. They got him back because it seems like he's trying to reassemble the teams that won these cups in 10, 13, and 15. Andrew Shaw, he's okay. I like him a little bit, but he does have to play on that edge, so sometimes I'm just not a big fan of his. Depending on if he plays to like score and like agitate a little bit, that's fine, but when he does certain hits, does certain things, I'm not a big fan of because he's trying to hurt players. Not a big fan of that. Anyways, it's another loss though because they brought him back this year from Montreal, hoping that he'd help give them a little bit more of a hitting and more force on that line, and yeah, he's out now. And concussion, who knows when he's gonna be back. That's a pretty bad injury. Brent Seabrook, IR as of December 15th. He has missed 7 games so far, and he's going to miss the rest of the season. He had right shoulder surgery. And again, working at the hospital, I got to see a lot of shoulder replacements, shoulder surgeries, all that fun stuff, scopes, all that fun. Not fun to deal with. And yeah, he's got a fun, long recovery process ahead of him, especially when you're playing hockey because of this motion of shooting the stick. Going to be hard on the shoulder. Yeah, so he's going to miss the rest of the season. And Calvin DeHaan, also on IR since December 12th. 10 games missed. He's going to miss the rest of the season as well with a right shoulder surgery too. So it's two of their players out with shoulder injuries. Both defensemen that it's gonna hurt to have those out because again, your depth is going to be tested on the defensive side with those two out. Yeah, that is the Chicago Blackhawks. One more. Drake Caggiula, forgot. He's on IR since November 10th with a concussion, and he's missed 24 games. So yeah, he's also been, yeah, they've got a lot of concussion problems going on, shoulder surgery. So you got 4 of the 5 players possibly out for most of the season, depending on how everything goes with the concussions. And obviously 2 more for sure out for the rest of the season. So that's a lot of their lineup out. Does clear up some cap space though, because I know they've been having problems with cap space. Having 4 people off the books right now, 5 people off the books right now, that could help. Maybe. Don't think they really have the minors team to help get them out of the rut they're in, but they're staying kind of relevant. We'll see what happens with the Chicago Blackhawks. I remember telling people who are fans, or bandwagon fans especially, in 15-16, they were sitting there, oh yeah, we're the best team in the league. It's like, yeah, but you guys are coming on, you're going to fall on hard times. Every team does. Everyone has their highs. Everybody has their lows. The Blackhawks are starting to hit their lows now. So, saw this coming. About 15-16, I was like, yeah, they're making a couple moves, especially when they trade Panarin. I was like, yeah, it was a bad move. Ever since then, it's been kind of downhill for the Blackhawks, and we'll see what happens from there. Moving on to the Colorado Avalanche. Colin Wilson is their only IR person. He was on there on October 30th. 29 games missed with a lower body injury. It doesn't say much else about that. He's out. The big ones that they lost, Rantanen and Gabriel Landeskog, they're back. But unfortunately, something's a little off this team. Grubauer has not been playing up to snuff. I don't think Colin Wilson is going to make a big difference if he comes back. And that side of things, they need to fix it before that happens. Even if he came back, like I said, there's something else going on with Colorado right now. They've kind of stalled since they were that powerhouse at the beginning of the year. So, not because of injuries. Let's just say that as of right now. Dallas Stars, Martin Hanzal. He is on IR since October 2nd. He has back issues plus other injuries, it said. They don't expect him to be back anytime soon. So, yeah, Martin Hanzal's the only one that's a major one out. Now, I didn't put it on here because it's not official yet. Corey Perry, the hit the head on Ryan Ellis, who is mentioned up here. He's going to probably be suspended for a few games, I would assume, for that hit on Ryan Ellis, because he did hit the head. He targeted the head, hit him with the elbow. They're going to be talking to him Friday, I think they said. So I'm guessing Corey Perry will be also off the books for at least a few games minimum. I'd say 2-3 games probably at least. So he will be on this board once official, but technically not official, so I didn't put it on the board. Minnesota Wild, Jason Zucker is their IR, one of their IRs. He's been out since December 15th with a fractured fibula. He's missed 7 games. So yeah, Jason Zucker has been one of their best players for a few years now. Along with Eric Stahl, he helps produce points, goals, assists, all that fun stuff. So missing him does hurt, and you can tell sometimes that they could use that extra goal scorer on this line on this team because of the fact that they are struggling to stay in that play. They're right on the cusp, but they just can't seem to. Every time they win a game or two, they lose a game or two, and they just can't get that streak going. Jason Zucker, that's a big loss for that to keep that going. Then Greg Patron, he's on IR since October 2nd. He has not played a game yet. He's out for a groin injury. I think they did say he played in. One of the guys I just wrote down played in the minor league for 1 game. No, it was someone else. So anyways, but they're expected to have him come back eventually, pretty soon, I think, for Greg Patron. He should be back soon, but he is on IR for them right now since the beginning of the season. Hasn't played yet. So those are your 2 injuries for the Minnesota Wild. Ryan Ellis for the Nashville Predators, day-to-day as of January 1st, with an upper body injury. We all know it's probably the head or the neck because of the hit from Corey Perry in the Winter Classic. Again, if it's a concussion, that's going to probably be some time missed, and it sucks because Ryan Ellis is having a career year right now. He is one of the best players for this team. Huge loss to keep if Ryan Ellis misses any time, and could definitely hurt their chances of any hopes of making the playoffs this year if Ryan Ellis misses any time. Then Colton Sissons has been on IR since December 28th. He with a lower body injury. He's missed 2 games. So another big forward that they have. Supposed to be one of their star players up front with Philip Forsberg and Ryan Johansson helping get goals and assists. He's, out now. And again, you can tell that this team's starting to lose some of their goal scoring depth, some of their defensive depth, and it's going to be a rough month or so for Nashville, especially losing today, blowing that 2-0 lead in the Winter Classic. That's going to hurt because again they can't afford to lose those points being outside of a playoff spot right now. St. Louis Blues, Vladimir Tarasenko, he's been out on the IR since December 26th. Don't know if it's December. It might be. I'm thinking that might actually be November. Sorry, may have fucked up what time he was off, but he's been out for a while. I know that he's definitely not December 26th. Never mind. I'm going to go with October. Again, I don't remember off the top of my head, but he's missed 31 games, so that's my guess is October 26th. With shoulder surgery, they don't know when he'll be back. Most likely end of the season, maybe playoffs is what they're projecting. So yeah, that's a big one for them. Even though they have been arguably the best team in the league without Vladimir Tarasenko, so they won't rush him back anytime soon. I don't think they don't need to. They've got more than enough talent and skill on that team to make up for Tarasenko being out right now. So he's out, sucks. They wouldn't mind having him, but he's also not missed as badly as everybody thought when it happened. And then Samuel Blaze, he's been on IR since not December. I don't know why I kept putting December. I think I'm just mindset. I'm stuck in December mode. He missed 1 more game than Vladimir Tarasenko. So Samuel Blaze has been IR since October 24th. And these are approximations. I either went with the last game they missed, or the first game they missed from then on, or like the day they were officially put on IR, depending on the player. But he's missed 32 games with a wrist injury. So he was supposed to be kind of the replacement for Tarasenko. And that didn't happen, or help produce like Tarasenko can, score 20-30 goals, get some points. He's been out for 32 games now. So again, they have had some of their top talents out, and they're still producing, still winning. So yeah, they're not going to rush back Tarasenko or Samuel Blaze right now. And last but not least is Carl Gunnarsson. He's been on since December 13th. He's been on the IR. He's got upper body injury, and he's missed 8 games. So again, another one of the defensemen out. But again, they have enough defensive depth and good goaltending to make up for the loss of defensemen. The depth of this organization is showing right now, showing that they are even missing some of these key players. They're still winning, still arguably one of the best teams in the league, and only a couple points, if not, I think they're 1 point behind Washington for tying them for top in this league. So yeah, the St. Louis Blues aren't hurting right now. They're missing some players, not hurting too bad. Winnipeg Jets. This is another long one with the Chicago Blackhawks, which is why I'm wearing what I'm wearing. Dustin Byfuglien has obviously been suspended since October. Well, he wasn't suspended on October 2nd, but he's been out. He hasn't played a game yet due to ankle surgery. Yeah, so who knows when he'll be back. If he comes back, we'll see what happens. That's a whole legal issue they're dealing with right now. Andrew Kopp. He's been on IR since December 17th with an upper body injury. He's missed 6 games. He's, again, one of the depth players that they don't really want to see out, especially since they've been losing a lot lately. I think they've won 2 of the last 5 games. A lot of these injuries are starting to show through, I think. Again, once you start accumulating a certain amount of them, your depth starts to get tested, especially on their defensive side, where they were already shorthanded anyways. So they start poking some holes in Colin Hellebuck. With this weekend defense and roster, you're going to be able to start putting some holes in the Winnipeg Jets. We'll see what happens. Dmitry Kulikov, IR since November 29th with an upper body injury. He has missed 14 games. Nathan Bellevue, not sure if I'm saying that, which one it is, but anyways. He's day-to-day since December 31st with a lower body injury. And then Mark Letestu has been IR since October 13th with, I might be saying this wrong. I don't know my medical terms as well as I wish. Myocarditis. I don't know. It's inflammation of the heart. Sounds not fun. If anything to deal with the heart, risky business. He's missed 33 games. So yeah, that's the Winnipeg Jets. They have a couple players, again, none of them I would say are huge players, but when this roster is already depleted, each one hurts even more as it progresses. So that is your injury update for the Central Division here. We're going to be doing the Metro and the Atlantic soon. Probably doing this really late at night here in Michigan, so probably doing this one, set up the Metro one, go to bed, and then do that tomorrow morning along with the Atlantic, and then you'll be caught up on all the injuries for all 31 teams. If you guys enjoyed the video, give us a like and a subscribe and a thumbs up. And this is Zach from Stay with Zach. I will talk to you guys again soon.